Very warm welcome to you wherever you are watching from around BWF World Tour season for 2025. It is the China Masters 2025 here in Shenzhen. That is the BWF HSBC World Tour Finals trophy, today brought out by Wang Xin, producer at the CMG Sports Production Department. And of course, that wonderful, beautiful trophy will be distributed at the end of year World Tour Finals. Today's order of play on court one here on day two kicks off with the mixed doubles. Teeraratsakul and Taerattanachai against the runners-up in Hong Kong last week, Go Xinhua and Chen, the number 7 seeds. That'll be followed by the men's doubles. Liang Weikang and Wang Chang, also winners in Hong Kong, are up against William Boa and Christian Faust Kiao from Denmark. Men's singles will follow that. Alwi Farhan with a tough test against another champion from Hong Kong, Li Shifeng, the number 4 seed here this week in China. Women's singles will follow that. En Thuy Lin, who has had some great success at Vietnam Open recently, up against Yo Jia Min from Singapore. Lee Jong Min and Chai Yu Jung. The mixed doubles will follow that against the Badminton Asia champions Tang Chunman and Si Ying Sweat from Hong Kong. As we move through the day, Tomoka Miyazaki will then face off against pawn pitcher Choi Ki-wong in the women's singles. Men's doubles is a repeat of one of those sensational matches from Hong Kong. Junaidi Arif and Yap Roy King against Satwik Rankredi and Chirag Shetty, the number 8 seeds here. Men's singles will follow that. Big Vic, Victor Axelsen, back in action here in China, up against Wang Zhengjing. Women's doubles to follow that. Champions in Hong Kong, Jia Yifan and Zhang Shuxian, the number 3 seeds, up against Sung Shoyun and Yu Chen Hui from Chinese Taipei, before we close out our coverage on court one with the men's doubles and the Popov brothers, Christo and Toma Jr. against Man Wei Chong and T Kai Wun from Malaysia. So looking at the mixed doubles draw, this is section 4 of the draw. It is early days here, of course, at the China Masters, and the winner of the match we're about to watch will face up against Shanawi and Marwa or Hemming and Van Leeuwen from England in round 2. Also in this section of the draw, Maulana Jamil, Hu and Cheng, Kapila Krasto, and champions from Hong Kong, Feng and Huang. Well, a spectacular light show. It is the 4th Super 750 of the 6 within the circuits. The India Open, the Singapore Open, the Japan Open, with the 3 already played. And that, of course, means there are more ranking points. That's the valuable currency that these players are after. 11,000 points for the winner, 9,350 for the runner-up this week at 750 level. In addition to that, of course, lots of prize money, over $1 million US in total. It is a big, glittering event, and this is the match that essentially kicks it off. First meeting between these pairs, and that's because the legend that is Sapsiri Taerattanachai is playing with her 3rd partner in 2025. Go Xinhua and Chen Fanghui, as I said, fresh off a final appearance at the Hong Kong Open last week. Will be looking to go one slight step better, not only making the final, but hopefully winning it. They were, of course, All England champions this year. And with their run of results in 2025, even with the prowess of Sapsiri Taerattanachai, you'd have to say that Guo and Cheng are the favorites for this opening match on court one. Well, 25 years old now, Guo Xinhua from Liaoning, ranked 5th in the world with his partner Chen Fanghui. They're dedicated, they're committed, they're versatile, and that led them to a quarterfinal appearance here in Shenzhen last year. but also runner-up in Hong Kong. They were bronze medalists at the World Championship, China Open, the Singapore Open. As I said, they won the All England and also picked up runner-up positions at the Indonesia Masters and a good quarterfinal appearance at the India Open. There is Sapsiri Teeraratsakul, 33 years old now. And of course, you'll remember her with Dechapon Puavaranukroh as being the first Thai mixed doubles pair to reach ball number 1. As I said, Pakapon Teeraratsakul, the 20-year-old, is actually her third partner this year. She played with Supak Jomko at the start of the year. And then it was Funawat Vanuprit as her second partner. So she's actually only played 1 match with Pakapon, and that was a loss. So still looking to get some traction in this partnership. And that's the only reason, I think, why Guo and Chen would be the guaranteed favorites for this one. But as I said, early days and 3 courts in action.
Ready to play.
And all 3 I can see from up here in the very high commentary perch are already firing into life. So Haida Dito and Emi Sakamoto, umpire and service judge for this opening match. There is Haida. And there is Emi Sakamoto. Well, it was a clean sweep of titles for China at the Hong Kong Open. Really peaking. This pair were beaten by arguably the top mixed doubles pair. And I said it's great to have that word arguably in there because it means that there are actually plenty of contenders, and China have such strength in mixed doubles. The likes of Zhang and Wei, Zhang Zhenbang and Wei Yazin, Feng and Huang, and of course Guo and Chen here. That's the top 3 already.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Guo Xinhua and Chen Fanghui, China. And on my left, Pakapon Teeraratsakul and Sapsiri Taerattanachai, Thailand. Chen Fanghui to serve, to Pakapon Teeraratsakul. Love all. Play.
Well, we get underway. Let's see if the wonderful net prowess of Sapsiri can carry through.
1 love.
But it is all about understanding and getting that coordination with your partner that makes such a difference in mixed doubles. Chen have definitely started building that coordination, that rapport in the time that they've been together. One match that Sapsiri's played with Pakapon, strangely enough, was against her old partner, Dechapon Puavaranukroh, now paired up with Supasara Posamparan. That was at the Hong Kong Open. They lost out 21-11, 21-15, sorry, in the first round. Now, in the matches that I watched Guo and Chen in Hong Kong, they did take a few points to get into their peak rhythm. Well, once they did, well, as you can tell from the results, it was a straight run all the way to the final.
2.
And then beaten by their compatriots Feng and Huang on Sunday itself. While we get settled into the opening points, as I said, 3 courts in action.
5, 2.
Wang Zhiyi, one of the winners at Hong Kong against Sung Sho Yun.
6.
Chen also made the final against Li Shifeng, up against Thomas Jr. Popov on court 3. So plenty of fantastic badminton for the fans that have gathered here at the Shenzhen Arena, and there are a few already. It's very early in the morning, just gone past 9 AM local time, and as you can see, Teeraratsakul and Taerattanachai 7-2 up. Certainly have started brighter.
Service over. 3-7.
Nice idea by Pakabon. Just wide. Sub-series goes for exactly the same spot.
Wait.
That is what Pakapon is used to.
Over. 8-5.
Big smash from the back. It's very much his trademark from the 20-year-old. And just like that, Chen looked to be hitting at least a better rhythm. As I said, sometimes definitely guilty of starting slow.
8-0.
Just on the line.
Service over. 9-8. Pakapon. Service over. 9-0. Service over. 10-9.
So rapidly approaching the mid-game interval, first of the day.
Service over. 10-0. Service over. 11-10. Interval.
And just 1 point between them at the break.
吧？你杀到这里，他都是摆两边。再一个，你招都不用在你面前，他没有进网口的技术，都是把大开大开的就摆两边。啊，我切了腰，切完以后要再夹着拍没有意义的，他没有打回头，我就切完以后就往前再贴半步。这一排球以上我不扑我也是快高点，对吧？杀球的弱点，他就摆这边，那我杀这里。我更软一点，我重新打突击，打第二、第三拍，对吧
？20 seconds. Eleven, 10. Play.
So 11-10, everything to play for here in this first game. Can be a bit nervy. We're kicking off proceedings on court 1 on day 2. Of course, there was a day of play yesterday. And actually, that day did have some headlines. Koki Watanabe, Kota Narioka, Wang Zuwei, Liu Qianyu, Ayush Shetty, all out in the men's singles. Mixed doubles, it was Gao and Ru and Kel and Del Ru were the casualties on day 1. And for Thailand's Supanida Haitong out in the first round again. That's consecutive tournaments that she's been ousted early on. Has to be said though, in Hong Kong, it was a fantastic run from the Chinese player Lin Xiangti. Put her out. Good touch from Sapsiri. That's fast and furious at the net. This is for sure rally of the match, and it is incredible how a few words from the coaches and all of a sudden you get these beautifully developed rallies. That is the best so far, ended succinctly by Cheng Fanghui. She knows exactly what to do when she's in that position. Talking of coaches, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Rawinda Prajongjai on the Thai bench. He's of course part of the famous women's doubles pairing with John Colfan Teeraratsakul. Not playing anymore. It looks like Rawinda has moved into a coaching area, at least for this match, if not this week. 13-12. Chen with the slight edge. That's a great little exchange between Chen Fanghui and Sapsiri. Very well placed by Chen, and highlight reel shot from Sapsiri. Not good enough this time, but good enough for a replay. Well, if there's any player who could make that shot work, she's definitely in contention. Very nice from Sapsiri, pounced on that.
13-14.
Nice pick up from Godes, another highlight reel shot from Sapsiri, and this one actually did get over, but a little bit too high. Certainly worth a replay. Here it comes. Oh, even from the replay, it's hard to see. This is going to be a better view of it. Oh, it was a double. Just the feet alone is worth the replay, but of course it's not going to count. 15-13. Important couple of points for the Thai pair. It's a Great pickup by Guo, but he just couldn't do anything with
Service over.
a very tall frame of Pakapon up at the net.
50.
Good tough fight though. Remember, Teeraratsakul and Taerattanachai still looking for their first win as a pair. Sometimes that could be more important than the championship itself. Just knowing how they can get to a winning position.
16-40.
How can they defeat opponents, especially opponents that are within the top 10? That's going to be valuable information and R&D for them as a growing team. Zinoir steps in. That's a wonderful lead by Chen Fanghui.
17-40.
Good placement by Zinoir.
18.
So things getting a bit tight now. First 4-point lead. And it's at a critical part in game 1. Good touch by Chen. Reverse positions for the China pair now. They rotate back. That's wonderful play. Second rotation for the China pair. Transitioning well between defense and attack. Careful returns from the Thai pair. Definitely longest rally of the match. Just at least 3 or 4 phases of attack there. Big smiles and a thumbs up as Guo and Chen make it 19-14 in some style.
19-14. Back on course.
Chen Fanghui, so stern-faced all the time. She's so focused and committed and dedicated. I said at the start of the match, those are the 3 words that I'd use to define this pairing. They can be a little bit vulnerable sometimes.
19-14.
Sometimes maybe lacking that swagger and confidence of the likes of Feng and Huang, who, when they get going, that pair, they just steamroll opposition. Well, Chen and Guo are the kind of pair that engages the opposition, as we just saw in that wonderful rally. That's a great rotation again, wonderfully placed. Straight onto Sapsiri, and that gives them 6 game points.
Game point 40.
Sapsiri just 1 step too short. And it's 21-14, the first game falls.
And Chen Fanghui, 21-14.
อย่าตีตามความเคยชินไปโฟเนี่ยไหนบอกที่ถ้าต่ำห้ามตีมุมไหนอย่าฉีกไปพยายามดิเป็นโฟแล้วโยนขึ้นไปเนี่ยไม่ค่อยตกลูกแค่ขยับเตรียมเลยฝั่งมือเตรียมเข้าไปทำอะไรให้ได้บ้างแล้วพอได้บุกหลากหลายหน่อยหลากหลายคืออะไรมีอะไรบ้างมีตัดก่อนมีเคาะก่อนแล้วรอลูกสองไม่ใช่ซัดอย่างเดียวเข้าใจปะดูหน่อยเขามือซ้ายเหมือนกัน
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, level, play.
So second game. It's interesting as one pair immediately starts with that much more pressure, and of course it's back upon in such series that now face the must-win scenario. And conversely, Guo and Chen, well, they have the option of playing at 95% if they want, because the Thai pair have to ask questions, but I really can't see them dropping the intensity. It's gone wide. 2-love.
2-love.
And the reason I can't is simply because, of course, day two, both of these pairs, should they make it, are still going to need to adapt to the climactic conditions in this beautiful Shenzhen Arena. Touch by Chen. On hits the tape.
Please, back up. Don't hold your space, okay?
Beautiful play by Ozinwa. Just set up the play with that soft disguised drop from the back. And then rushes in. And it's half speed kill almost to the body. Sapsiri.
Five, love.
Ozinwa is just in fine form today. I lost that point, but he's varying speeds and shots from the back. And dictating the point from there. Chen Fanghui is just adding the extra touch keep the rally going, really.
Thank you.
5-1 up. 1-5 as the service has now changed. Second, in fact, the third behind the back shot. This one actually works out. Chen Fang clearly on that replay, so interested in the outcome of her partner. She was a bit late to that shot, so it wasn't an outright winner from Sapsiri. It was greatly helped. Right. Bit of distraction for Chen Fanghui. Wasn't an orthodox point, I guess.
3-5.
So they're going back that 5-1 deficit. Win back the serve without relinquishing the lead. As I said, slightly slow start from Guo and Chen, so they have already been behind, but not in the second game.
4. Service over. 5-7.
Nice touch from Bakabon. Just not enough sting on those shots. Whoa, Chen Fanghui with a very swift change of racket.
6-7. Thank you, line judges. Oh. Six, 7.
That's out.
Service over.
Well, they're just managing to keep that lead intact. But it is a better output from Teeraratsakul and Taerattanachai, who look to be playing with the drift behind them. We're going to have to confirm that as we get through the week. It's still early days, but it does look, the way this game is evolving, that the advantage is on the further side.
8.
said, Guozinhua has been dictating play from the back. And this is just another example. He steps up and just walks over to the other side of the court. And that is a difficult shot to finish with. Great touch.
Thank you. Nine, 7. Ten, 7.
So 10-7 on the brink of the second mid-game interval, and they are just keeping at arm's length. 1, 2, 3 points ahead. That should be good enough. As I said, in this second game, the pressure is all on the Thai pair. That's a fantastic defense from Chen Fanghui, who rushes into position. Bad for defending. Wow. And then they transition to attack effortlessly. It's 11-7. And that might be the defensive performance of the match so far. On the floor, plays it on his knee.
Coaches, return to your chairs. Coach, go out court. Bakapon, Sub-City, out court. 11-7. Play. Sub-City to receive. Service over. 8-11.
Good pressure from Sub-Siri.
11. Right.
Look at Guozinhua, he's just flying across the court, left and right. And in the end, it's a wonderful drop in from Chen Fanghui that wins the point. I did say that once they get into their rhythm, they are a very difficult pair to deal with, and that is inch perfect from Chen Fanghui.
Players, play must be continuous. 12-9.
Oh, this is turning into a very serious situation for Teeraratsakul and Taerattanachai. I'm only saying that because of the intensity of Guo and Chen. It's now going to become more difficult to overturn these deficits as they become just more effective. It's gone wide, 14-9.
14-9. Service over. 10-14.
Well, this is a chance. I think that's a split string. Yes, it is.
11-14.
Good coverage by Chen Fanghui, good rotation. And there's goes in Hua again. And there's that variation of shots that comes in with the stinging reply. Oh. Well, that's what it's all about. That's wonderful from Bakapon. Finally, youngster finds some space. He saw Chen and Guo just bunched up on that left side from our view. It was good net play from him. Is it too little, too late? Possibly.
Thank you,
I can update you on one stat. Lakshya Sen is out of the China Masters as Tomoshino Popov has beaten him in straight games in court 3. That's one of the Hong Kong Open finalists. It's all on day 2.
15-12.
Touch from Sapsiri. If she does get the service around the area, then you're not going to find the better player in terms of finding space. It's a classic Sapsiri shot.
Thank you, line judges.
Always do like to watch Guo and Chen play because they're always striving to make themselves better. There's always this constant communication to see how they can get a more effective output, even when they're in the lead. Goes in right again, amazing.
16-13. 13.
Beautiful
17.
leave by Chen Fanghui.
13.
Almost a curtsy at the end.
Fail.
And for the last few points, and this is no exaggeration, she's essentially had to just watch her partner dictate these points. Actually, that's not just for the last few points. Stretching back into halfway through game one, Guo Xinhua has been on fire. Back upon nets,
13.
and I think that this game and match might now be beyond their reach. Just 5 points back, but those are hard points to win back. And of course, all they need to do is make 3 errors. And they give the game anyway. Bounce off the tape. Again, good downward angle from Guo Xinhua, who's been winning the lion's share of these points. Again, for a one-man army. 7 match points.
20.
Well deserved.
Match point. 13.
They've evolved well once again, and they've started that campaign well here in Shenzhen. Fully expecting them to convert one of these 7. And it's Guo Xinhua that rightfully gets the final touch. 21-14, 21-13 in 40 minutes.
Match won by Guo Xinhua and Chen Fanghui.
Good start.
21-13.
他那个挑我的第一拍就是有点晃我启动的，我重心丢了，我就没敢去扫。我想要调整一下。
Oh, this is the last point. As I said, rightfully it fell to Guo Xinhua. He was just in great form this match. So they move on. Will it be a second consecutive final? We'll have to wait to see. There's confirmation of it. 21-14, 21-13. Guo Xinhua and Chen Fanghui through to the next round. back to our continuing live coverage of the China Masters here in Shenzhen after a wonderful opening match. Wang Weikang and Wang Chang, also winners in Hong Kong, up against William Boehm and Christian Faust Kjær from Denmark. The men's doubles. So here is the men's doubles section 2.